This is the presentation for Object Snap, also known as OSNAP. First, we're going to talk about what is Object Snap. Object Snap allows you to snap to different points on the entity, so such as an endpoint, a midpoint, a center point, a tangent point, things of that nature. OSNAP is down in the status bar. You can turn it on or off by clicking there, or as you can see, hit the F3 key. So I'm going to turn it on. Then I'm going to right click and go to Settings. This is the Drafting Settings dialog box for Object Snap. You can see that it's turned on now. I typically have 5 object snaps running at all times, and that is endpoint, midpoint, center, intersection, and perpendicular. I strongly suggest you do not turn all of them on because then you start snapping to points accidentally and you want to be very purposeful in your drawing. So just leave those 5 running, that's what I suggest. Some people have quadrant point running as well, you could. So those are my 5 running object snaps that run all the time. I click OK. I go to the line command, and from the line command I can draw from midpoint. Notice it's a triangular marker. A green triangle shows up. As soon as I see that marker, I can click, and it's like a homing beacon. It'll snap right to it. Hit enter to end the line command. I'm going to go back to the line command again. Go midpoint to midpoint, straight down midpoint, midpoint, and back again. If I want to go from endpoint, notice the endpoint is a green square. Spacebar to repeat, spacebar to end, spacebar to repeat. And you notice that it's very accurate when drawing. It's snapping precisely to the endpoints, to the midpoints, to the intersections. Now I'm going to draw some lines across the middle temporarily. I will use the circle command, pick the intersection or midpoint, and I'll just type 1 for radius. And then those 2 lines that I drew just for temporary construction lines I can erase. I'm going to go back to the line command. I'm going to pick the endpoint here. Now I want to go tangent to the circle. You can see I have perpendicular, but I want tangent. So to go tangent, you can right click and you have Object Snap Overrides. And if you pick tangent, notice that when I hover over midpoints and intersections, it doesn't see anything. It's just looking for tangent point. So there's a tangent point. Then it goes back. Now it's normal running Object Snap. Notice I've got midpoints and everything. But if I right click, Object Snap Override, I'm looking for tangent again. Repeat, Object Snap Override, tangent, repeat, I need to Object Snap Override, tangent. So that's how you do Object Snap Overrides. You simply, while you're drawing a line, you right click and you're going to have your overrides pop up. I'm going to hit the escape key. Now you definitely from this point on want to be using Object Snap because you could be drawing a line, and I'll even use ortho. And if Object Snap is turned off, I can go back to draw a line, and I'm going to try to snap to the end of that line and go down. But when you zoom into that, it's not accurate because it's not snapped to the end point. That's because I didn't have OSNAP turned on. So from this point on, you probably want to have Object Snap running with those 5 running object snaps. That way you don't have problems with being precise in your drawing. So that is the basic use of Object Snap settings, to be very accurate and precise in your drawing. This is the end of the presentation. Please let me know if you have any questions.